Hello everybody and welcome to English Literature. A-level English Literature. What can I tell you about A-level English Literature? By choosing A-level English Literature at Chichester High School, you will be entering a reading culture. Why would you choose English Literature A-level? Well, my question to that question is, why wouldn't you? English Literature A-level, we have outstanding results year on year. Numerous students achieve and very often exceed their target grades. English literature opens all sorts of avenues to you. And as a little poster that is one of my favourite little posters at the moment, that's what I do. I read books and I know things. If you want to know things, choose A-level English Literature at Chichester High School. If you are the kind of person that feels comfortable with expressing your own opinion, that enjoys discussing different interpretations of texts, the nuances of language, the ways in which writers craft their novels, their poems, their pieces of drama, if you enjoy reading, if you want to be a person that knows things, and you fancy the chance to be a great leader, then English literature is for you. The next few slides will introduce you or remind you of a number of phrases that are embedded within our language as English students. Sometimes you might hear people who are confused about something saying, oh, it's all Greek to me. If you claim to be, when angered or when upset, more sinned against than sinning, if you act more in sorrow than in anger, if wish is the father to thought, if something has happened to something that you own and is precious to you and you believe it's vanished into thin air, if you've ever refused to budge an inch, if you've ever played fast and loose, if you've ever been tongue-tied, a tower of strength, hoodwinked, in a pickle, if you've knitted your brow, made virtue a necessity, insisted on fair play, slept not a wink, stood on ceremony, danced attendance on your lord and master, laughed yourself into stitches, had short shrift or cold comfort or too much of a good thing, if you've seen better days, if you've lived in a fool's paradise. If you've heard these phrases, the more fool you. That's a foregone conclusion. As good luck would have it, it's early days yet. Get your bag and baggage out of here. The long and short of it is, it's high time. One of my personal favourites, the game is up. If you've heard of these, the truth will out, flesh and blood, the crack of doom, foul play, teeth set on edge, one fell swoop, without rhyme or reason, give devil his due, if the truth were known. What about a tongue in your head? Good riddance, send me packing, dead as a doornail. If you've ever been or known or seen an eyesore, a laughingstock, the devil incarnate, a stony-hearted villain, a bloody-minded or a blinking idiot, then you will be an excellent English student. Where are those phrases from? Each one and every one of them was coined by Shakespeare. Before Shakespeare wrote his plays, his 37 plays, there were no such phrases as tongue-tied, in a pickle, etc. Phrases that have entered the English language. If you want to be part of the discussion, the ongoing discussion about language, about how it dominates our lives, about how it can change, about how powerful it is, then choose English Literature A-level at Chichester High School. The course will cover the entire literary canon, from Middle English in 1066 and the medieval period, roughly, right the way through the Renaissance, the neoclassical period, the Romantics, the Victorians, the modern period, and the period in which we are now, writers are now writing, which is referred to as the postmodern period. You'll be studying texts from each and every one of those particular historical periods, looking at the context of what was happening at the time historically, socially, culturally, looking at how language formed the life that was lived during these particular times. We'll be doing a lot of reading. Here's a little window on my bookshop. I don't own a bookshop, but I do read a lot. And these are just some of the books that I read during the period of 2020. That was from about March through till about, I'd say about July, July. Just some of the books that I read. I will be, and it's an expectation of the course that you too will be an avid reader and willing to share some of the texts that you have read. As regards the course itself, there are 5 assessment objectives, and if you studied, and you'll have studied GCSE English language and English literature, and they're not dissimilar. I will be, and as part of the course, helping you, supporting you and guiding you to articulate informed and personal responses, to analyse the ways in which meanings are shaped, to demonstrate an understanding of the significance and influence of contexts, to explore connections across literary texts, and to explore literary texts informed by different interpretations. We'll spend a lot of time in discussion. How do narratives start? Narrative voices, what are they? Points of view, how can we uncover them? What can we pick from those from our reading? We'll be studying the use of dialogue and voice, how narratives are structured, the use of symbolism and motif, looking at particular styles, features of style and language, and looking at the presentation of character and theme, building on those all-important foundations that you will have gained at GCSE English and English literature. The course we're currently studying is an AQA course. It falls into 3 parts. There are 3 elements: 2 exam papers and a non-examination assessment, which is a coursework, a piece of coursework, if you like, which is worth 20% of your final mark. The other 80% is made up by examination. So my question, I finish with where I started really, and why would you choose English literature at A level? You'll become a better person, you'll become a better reader, you will become more informed, you will become more interesting to talk to, and you will be able to interest people with what it is that you have to say. So my final question to you is, why wouldn't you choose to study English literature A level at Chichester High School? Thank you.